And I believe we're live. I don't know, but I can hear Lisa. Why can't I hear you? Let's see. Because I need to turn up the volume, which is not something I really hear in life. Let's see. Turn the volume. Okay. I can't hear you. Because I turn up the volume. There's my phone. There's my phone. I can't. Wait. Say something. I can't hear you. Okay. Yeah, Brenda can't hear you. And I think this is going to walk out and second using another device. And we're going to reach out to you in the audience. I wonder what's in these copycats. Because at this point, anyway, those of you who are here, we are glad that you're here. We are grateful. We're excited to spend time with you. I'm Daphne Smith, and a good girlfriend, Lisa Mosier, who is working on her end. Does she have something plugged in? Brenda wants to know. There's something, I think this just says there's something in her coffee. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. And I think Lisa logged out. She's going to log back in. A couple of technical difficulties, but hey, hopefully those of you who are joining us live know both of us well enough to give us a little bit of grace. Again, I'm Daphne Smith. Any second now, my special friend, Lisa Mosier, is going to hop back on, and we're going to figure this sucker out because we have some fun things to share with you. We're just kind of going to hang out for a little bit, have some coffee, share some secrets. And while we're waiting for Lisa to hop back on, one of the things I'm very curious about, those of you who are watching with us, what are you drinking? Are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker? Type that in the chat for me, coffee or tea, or I guess you could do both, right? Go ahead and type that in the comments. We'll do an unofficial, official poll of what kind of drinker you are, coffee, tea, or both. And I am looking for Lisa to hop back on. She was running into all kinds of password codes and, best laid plans, but we are, if nothing else, resilient women, and we will get this figured out. So it is a lot of fun to be with you. Brenda is a tea drinker. Sherry is a coffee drinker. Well, y'all, that's a tie. We need somebody else to chime in and tell us what they drink, right? And I'm looking down at my phone because I don't know how to do this any other way, like a split screen or something. This year I've upgraded to Be Live so that when I do bring guests on, that we'll have fewer technical difficulties. But hey, we're all growing. And Sherry said she must have hazelnut creamer. Girl, that's good. That's some good stuff right there. So Erica, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome. So glad you could join me. And at some point, again, Lisa will be back with me, and we'll engage in some dialogue. But this gives me an opportunity to talk about Lisa, and it's all going to be good stuff. So I met Lisa for the first time, 2-3 years ago. Hey.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Brenda, let's see if Brenda can hear you. Here's my cousin Betty. Happy Valentine's Day. We have other people on.
Oh,
and
a bunch of people?
Right now, I've asked them to weigh in, coffee, tea, or both.
Oh, well, coffee, but I will say that I've kind of started doing tea a little more in the afternoon. I don't know if it's just the weather or what, but it's like, oh, you know what? I want some apple cinnamon tea right now. So
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
yeah,
Okay.
I've been on that kick for a couple of weeks. So, but
Okay. And then,
coffee. I mean, I'm a coffee girl through and through.
amen. That's one of our bonds.
That's why we're friends, right?
Yeah, the only reason.
It wouldn't work if it wasn't.
Bridget just said that you can hear both of us now.
Good.
So,
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. It could be my computer. I checked everything before because I was just on a Zoom call right before this, and it was a Zoom call, so I know the microphone was working, so I don't know what's going on.
there's no telling.
But
I told everybody we're resilient women. That's all that matters.
You know what? I knew you could handle it, even if I wasn't.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, let's get down to business.
Okay.
Because you and I are such good friends, we could probably talk for the next hour,
Oh, easy.
solve all of the world's problems, and still not actually get to the point of why we connected today. Which, by the way, love your choice of color. You know, just shows where some body
Valentine's
goes.
Day.
Our red and our coffee. So, what I wanted to do today, especially because it's Valentine's Day, and it's so important to have gal pals, you know, friends that you can connect with as we mature,
Yep.
right? When we're in the throes of motherhood and we're making play dates for our kids, by default, we're making play dates for ourselves as well.
Right.
But our kids, I mean, you still have a couple at home. Mine are grown and moved away from their mother. So I don't have that in my life anymore. And I was just getting ready to tell everybody when you and I like officially met. Like I knew you, I'd seen you from afar. You were the author of shameless plug here, Misconception. I mean, my camera lens. Look, right here. And so I was like, woo, she's something. And I think it was the next year when you actually approached me.
Yeah.
Share that with everybody.
I basically just came up with you and said, hey, will you be my friend? No, like you said, when you're around somebody and you just know people, and I had paid attention to you, and I knew you. Can you still hear me? I'm turning you down. Can you still hear me well?
I can hear you. Okay.
Because I was getting echo.
Oh, sure. Sherry, there's an echo. Yeah.
The thing is when you just kind of see people, and I'd watched you the year before, and just, I mean, I knew because we were in the same group when it came to authors, because you wrote this book, What's Your Scarlet Letter? So, and you can tell a good book when it looks like this. You can tell that somebody's been reading and doing. That's what you want a book to look like, baby. But anyway, so that's when I met you, I don't even remember what the question was when I came over to talk to you, but we just started chatting immediately. It was like an instant connection. And then basically it was just like, we need to be friends. And then literally from there it went. I mean, we've just been best of friends since then.
Yeah. You've entered. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said it's just weird. That doesn't happen very often, that you literally connect with somebody like that quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And one of the things that you have taught me is how to Snapchat.
It's kind of what?
Is how to Snapchat.
Oh, yes. I did teach you Snapchat. I remember, because I still have teenagers at home. So that's a lot of communication and I have boys, so we do a lot of stupid humor around the house. And so that's where I was doing it. So I got you started on it, and we literally went on a year-long streak. For people who don't understand Snapchat, it's like, what's streak? No, we weren't running naked through the neighborhood. We literally had a streak where we Snapchatted every day, but we found for us, it was a great way to communicate. And we got to be silly, and we got to have fun, and then we got to be serious. And then when we were really upset about something, we could put a filter on where we sounded funny. So even if we were mad, it sounded better, right? So we had fun with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I appreciate that. Something else you've done for me, I was thinking about this before we went live, is when I'm around you, I tend to sit up straighter. Which may sound crazy, but good posture is important. My grandmother would be proud. You're one of those friends that like my grandmother would approve of.
Oh, good.
You know, for whatever that's worth. But I know that I've had friends along the way that parents didn't exactly approve of, right?
Yeah.
And you would be grandma approved 100%. So, that's a cool thing.
Important, like we talked about this, it's really important that we surround ourselves with people in our lives that will push us and that be truth tellers. I think that's where you and I are really good friends, is that we really do tell the truth to each other. I mean, there's times that you'll look and say, look, girl, or me with you. And you need those people in your life, because if you don't have those people and all you are is surrounded by yes people, that's what I call them, yes people, or it's like, that's, nah, you're not going to grow. And so for me, I've learned in the last few years that I need to surround myself with people that are going in the same direction that I'm going. And I think that's why I was drawn to you so much, because you always had that energy and that light about you. I mean, I always tell people you can tell if somebody has a light in them, and you had that. And so you were doing the same thing that I wanted to do. We were kind of going the same direction. And it was just like, I just needed to know you because I wanted to know the light that was in you. And so that's kind of, what I say, where you have to make that literally something purpose that you do, because I knew I was in a place where I had to start surrounding myself with those kind of people. And so that's what you were for me.
Yeah.
And it was just been great, because what a lot of people don't know is that I had just moved just a couple of years ago. And so it's really hard moving into a town where you don't know anybody and everybody's kind of established. And like you said, I don't have little kids that I have to make play dates for. My boys are on doing their thing and making their own play dates with basketball and sports. I'm just here. And so it was really hard. It was getting into a funk.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, and one of the things I saw Brenda type in was soul connection. And I think that is a great way to describe our relationship.
Yeah.
There's just something in our soul that has connected us. And because of that, we can speak into each other's lives. First of all, we gave each other permission. Okay. Yeah. So for those of you who are watching, don't be saying stuff to people. If they don't
be mean to your friend just because you ask me, Lisa, and I got to tell you the truth. If you don't have that relationship, right.
Develop that trust.
Right.
And that is something that is a very rich blessing to me. Like you said, it's easy to surround ourselves with yes people, but those few people who will speak truth into our lives, those soul connections, that's what helps us grow. Yeah. That's what helps us have a richer life, and it helps us become aware of, and know what our true worth is. Mm-hmm. And because we have that connection, I know I referenced Brenda, and she's sharing us all over the place, and we'll share this video with others as well when we get through. The three of us actually have connected.
Yes.
And we are what is being known as the Triple Crown.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And so speaking of books, you've got another book behind you. Mine's on Kindle. I don't think I'm going to use my tablet.
The hard copy.
The hard copy. Mm-hmm.
Yes, girl. Yeah. And let me tell you, I'm in the middle of reading this now. Brenda, shout out. Great book. I'm loving it. But yeah, and so it's really funny, like you were saying, how a year later after you met Brenda, and then you introduced me to Brenda, and then a year later we all met, and now here we are, months later, where our messages just connected. It was just like A to B to C. And we decided, you know what, this is a journey we can take women on, because we've all been there in A, B, and C. And it's like, wow, so I was excited to meet Brenda. I'm just excited for what's to come. And I'm excited to get out there and really fire up some women.
Yeah. We're less than a month out. And we're all going to be together in Brenda's backyard, not literally, figuratively. We're going to be in Tyler, Texas.
We're all in
And
the backyard.
hey, it's a party. We are getting together and we're presenting Rise Up, a one-day women's conference. And during that conference, of course, we'll be sharing our stories individually. I think the ultimate goal is for women to understand their worth and to receive the crown that is waiting for them, or perhaps reclaim that crown. Because sometimes in life, the crown falls off, right? Life happens. And in order to do this, we have put together a 5-step process that we're going to walk women through during that day. And I'm just going to quickly touch on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that way we kind of bounce back and forth a little bit about that. First of all, we're going to help women conquer their past. Because if you're stuck back there, you can't go forward there, right?
That's right.
Realize their worth. Own whose they are, which I think, that's kind of right in the middle. And I think everything hinges around that. Wear their title. And then navigate to their next stage. And we can all speak to that because that's what we've done. You mentioned our journey, and that's the process that we have grown through. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to help other women achieve as well.
Right.
So,
and if I can say something to that too, Deb, the thing is that we all three talked about that was really important to us is that we give them something that they can tangibly walk away with so that they can do what you just said, to move. We, all three of us, have moved from A, B to C, like we talked about. But here's the thing. I have moved through the A, B, and C so many times in my life. It's not a one and done. It's not like I've arrived. You know what I'm saying? It is constant. You're moving through it all the time. So to bring everybody together and just share our stories and then be like, yeah, that's how we did it. It's not going to help anybody. We want to actually give them a process of how to do that to get to their next stage. And then if they find themselves in a funk again, or they find themselves in a different stage of life, they'll be able to implement exactly what we've taught them to kind of get through it again. And so that's the important piece. It's not, come on, then we're going to tell you our stories and rah you, and you're going to walk out of there. We're going to actually show you how to implement what you're learning so that no matter where you're going, whatever stage in life you are, you're going to be able to implement and plug and play what we've taught you so that you can get to that next stage. So I just think that's an important piece because people, you know what? It's like you can go listen to anybody talk, but if you can walk away with a tangible playbook, then that's worth its price in gold right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brenda put in the comments, tools for their toolbox.
Yes, that's right. We did talk about that. That's good.
We're constantly building, right? Yeah. We're either building to the next stage or maybe we're rebuilding. Either way.
Yeah.
We didn't want this to be motivation because motivation is like a path or it's like brushing. You can't, you constantly need to do it. Or at least we hope you are.
You're very drawing in.
We want this. This is an inspiration because in spirit, inspired, that connection.
Right.
That's what we're going to focus on. And I love the fact that we have, as you said, something tangible.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun.
Yes.
There may be years. We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
You're going to move there.
It's going to be challenging. We're going to challenge them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, like what you were saying, how you think about our relationships with Christ. I mean, our relationships with God is sometimes valleys. We're on the mountaintop, we're in the valley. It's not like you're just climbing the mountain, then you get there, and then there you are. In our whole life's journey, it's the mountaintop, the valley, the mountaintop, the valley. But if we can learn ways of getting out of that valley quicker, then you're going to, you know what I mean? And you're not going to stay in that place. And that's where so many people live. And I've been there, you've been there, Brenda's been there. We've all lived in that valley. And what we've done is we've just kind of figured out a process of how to get us back up there and get us up there quickly.
Yeah. And that's what we feel actually compelled. I mean,
yeah,
if we didn't do this, we wouldn't be living out and serving.
We'd be in our valley.
We'd be in our valley. It's kind of like a shoe sale. If I knew about a shoe sale and I didn't tell anybody, that's selfish. Right?
Right?
No room. What we want to do is we want to share this information with other women. We want to equip these other women so that little spark within them moves from a faint glow to a beacon of light. Right?
And we all have it. It's there. And the thing of it is it's there, but so many women especially get caught up in the day-to-day, whether you're a mom with kids, whether you're a teenager and you've got the stress of trying to fit in, or a mom that's in the trenches, or where we are, where we're, starting to become empty nesters and trying to figure it out. We all have that little seed in us, that passion, that we know our purpose, what we're supposed to be doing. But sometimes it is so lost and buried that, man, it takes some digging up to find it, to reignite that. So yeah, we've all been there.
Absolutely. By the way, Sherry just invited us to Eastern Pennsylvania.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Sherry just invited us to Eastern Pennsylvania. She said, "Church has a center for us." I hope that means to conduct this program, not like lock us away or anything, right? I mean,
I don't know. I'll have to look. I can't see any of the comments.
I'm going to go with positive. That's an invitation.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're getting this started. And so we need your help as well. I mean, we have our, where we're going and we know what we're doing, but we are open to, if you've got a big, huge women's group or a church or somewhere that you would love for us to come and share our message, then absolutely reach out, and we're happy to look at our calendars and see if we can coordinate it, because this is our heart. This is what we are called to do. And we just want to start a movement of women that are just rocking it out and that are supporting each other instead of tearing each other down with jealousy, and that are there to lift and motivate people. That's what we're called to do. So that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one of the things I would like people to do, we had our whole coffee tea unofficial poll earlier, and I'll have to go back and look at the results and see if there's a winner. But one of the things I would like people to do is to tag Gal.
Yes.
Who is someone that they appreciate? I mean, it's Valentine's Day. We can't love others until we love ourselves well. And when we do, then we can't, like, if I didn't love myself, when you came over to me, Lisa, and said, "Oh, let's be friends, let's connect," I wouldn't be able to receive that.
Right.
And the same about you. If you didn't love yourself, you would have never come up to me. No. And I cannot even imagine, honestly, what my life would be like without you as my gal pal.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
We have laughed together. We have cried together. We have vented together. We've gone on road trips together.
We're almost 14 days together.
Oh my gosh. I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like summer camp, but with our family, or your family. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So go ahead. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm echoing again. I don't know. Maybe I got excited. Brenda, thank you. I'm gonna see what I can work on this before my next live video. But I'll turn down the volume. Maybe turn down my volume. I don't know. But what I would like to do is I want to encourage people to consider coming to the Triple Crown Tour in Tyler, Texas on March 9th. So if Brenda is on, if you could please type in the link, because this is something else I need to do. I need to know how to, like, acknowledge comments.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do that.
There's a way to do it, but I have to read more than the manual. I don't know. So, Brenda, if you'll type in TripleCrownTour.com, on. I have an idea, Lisa, and I'm going to ask forgiveness instead of permission. So,
What are we doing?
how about, since I asked people to tag,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
How about if everyone who registers to attend the Triple Crown Tour Rise Up in Tyler, Texas, everyone who registers and tags Galveston and then shares this video, 3 things, right? Triple Crown, 1, 2, 3. Lisa, Brenda Daphne, okay?
Yep.
Everybody who does that, we'll give them a free copy of my books.
Oh, cool. We could do that. We could do that at the conference. We could just give it to them when they get there.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
I'm all about free books.
Free books.
I love
All
it.
right.
No,
There
I
you
just want people to come.
Very
I'm
good.
so excited. Yeah, I just want people.
Right.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna say Brenda will buy into that. Yeah. I mean,
It's okay.
but, how long should we give them?
I don't know. If they register, I mean, let's give them through, I don't know, 24, 48 hours. I don't know. Do you want to go through the weekend?
Yeah, let's go through the weekend.
Okay, perfect. Because people will be sharing. When somebody shares and they see it, maybe they'll want to tag a friend and get a ticket, and then we give them a book too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do the weekend. So through Sunday, I don't even know what it is. Sunday at midnight?
Sunday night. Let's go through Sunday night. So Monday morning, offers off the table.
Right.
We're done.
What's the date
But
though? We have the date.
to-
Monday morning, off the table on the 18th on President's Day.
There you go.
So President's Day, you get no present.
There you go. No president, no president.
You got to do it before. Yeah.
Yes. So you need to register, tag a friend,
Call the friend and share it.
and share the video. And when they do it, they get a free book as well. We better take a books and
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Lisa, I know you guys both have things and appointments going on.
I do.
So we need to wrap things up. I don't know, but my coffee is getting a little sticky. It's not so hot anymore. I need to warm up.
It was all the technical difficulties we had in the beginning.
Well, there's that.
Well, I'm glad. I don't know who joined, but I'm glad everybody joined because on my end, I can't see anything, but I'm happy you're here. And no matter what, like I said, we want you to join us in Tyler. We're going to probably end up being in Arkansas as well as Columbus, Ohio this year. And then if anybody has any, they want to bring us in, just let us know and we can talk with you about that as well. So we're super, super excited to get some women fired up and change their lives and get moving.
Yeah. Yeah. A nation full of fired up women causes change.
Yeah, exactly.
Causes change.
Yeah.
So let's just say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Remind each and every person who is tuned in that you have a crown. You are worthy of it. It's time to rise up.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, girlfriend. I'll snap you later.
All right. See ya.